All right, happy Wednesday night, everybody. Welcome on into the Hat Creek Interior Studios. That's right, you see the scroll beneath me. You see the, hold on, wrong hand. There we go. There's the logo, Hat Creek Interiors. You want great Western furniture? You go to hatcreek.us, check out their website. They ship everywhere in the country. So if you're sitting there in the Metroplex and you want to live like you're living in West Texas, down in the hill country or whatever, and you can't even get good stuff down there. You got to come out here to Lubbock, Texas, and Hat Creek Interiors. Glad you're with us tonight. It is What If Wednesday. We'll give you a what if question today. It's the Tom Landry, Vince Lombardi what if. We'll give you the question here in a little bit. Also tonight, within the next 5 minutes, give you my final win total prediction for Texas Tech football. Okay, we'll do that. Question I got for you tonight, coming up Saturday night, Texas Tech, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, as we get interrupted by rain and everything else throughout the evening. Yeah, it's going to rain. Give me the players you most want to watch. Give me one on defense, one on offense. Don't care. Give me two on defense, four on offense. Who are the players you are most interested in watching as a Texas Tech fan in game one against Arkansas, Pine Bluff? We have Texas Tech telling us the strategic mission on how to throw tortillas today in an official email that I will read to you live on the show. And then the whole Farmageddon thing that apparently Iowa State and Kansas State people are going to the Big 12 saying, we don't want to talk about Farmageddon. Those are the same people that would go after guns up as a slogan. Be wary, watch out, fight hard, preserve guns up. All right, let's do it in three, in two. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com. You start your day every day there on the website. We had your Raiderland hot links ready to go, brought to you by Jackson Brothers Meat Locker in Post, Texas. They process meat, they sell steaks, they sell the greatest beef jerky for, around here in, God, maybe the known universe. It's all in Post, Texas. So it's easy. If you're coming in from the Metroplex, you stop there in Post, Texas at Jackson Brothers. They do processing. So, you kill a deer and, you're sitting there, I got a deer in my truck. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. We go to Post, Jackson Brothers. Check out every day the hot links. They're awesome. Ultra exteriors, roof bad, windows damaged by hell. What else? Siding, anything else? They take care of it here in West Texas. Warren Taylor, he's the man. Give him a holler. But yeah, if you're sitting on that insurance money and everything, you were smart, by the way, and you waited all through the summer and said, all right, we'll see what else happens. Now's the time. Get with Warren and our friends at Ultra Exteriors. Same thing on your vehicle. Extreme Paintless Dent Repair and Collision. They'll take care of you. They're an Extreme. It's like two X's and then Treem. That's easy to do. Extreme Paintless Dent Repair. And everybody gets in on the United Supermarkets chat line, right? We know that, correct? The supermarket that supports Texas Tech, puts their name on things out of Texas Tech, supports West Texas. They're the people. You get the idea. All right, let's do it. The What If Wednesday question. If you weren't on the website earlier today, you don't know this. That's why you go there. Tom Landry becomes the head coach, not of the Dallas Cowboys in 1960, but the Green Bay Packers. He leaves the New York Giants, where he was an assistant with one Vince Lombardi in the 1950s. Vince Lombardi becomes the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys in 1960. What happens? Which coach has the success they had? Are we talking about the Landry Trophy instead of the Lombardi Trophy? Would Landry have had success in Green Bay, in the small town of Green Bay, inheriting an old guy named Bart Starr, no Don Meredith? Could Vince Lombardi have worked with Don Meredith? Or would they have not drafted him at all? What happened? Who would have had success? It's fascinating to me. I know this is kind of a niche deal, and we got Big 12 stuff and Texas Tech stuff and predictions and everything else. And I know I got about another minute and a half to give you my season prediction win total for Tech. But I'm fascinated for the Dallas Cowboy fans and the football fans out there. Do you think that Lombardi could have won in Dallas with Clint Murchison as an owner? Could Tom Landry have won in Green Bay? You tell me. Chris, so if Landry goes to Green Bay, who does Jerry fire in 1989? That's kind of a sad question because obviously Lombardi dies of stomach cancer in 1971. Yeah. But if he goes to Dallas, does he get better medical care and live longer? And no, he probably wouldn't have. Landry goes to Green Bay. Jerry fires Bart Starr. No, just kidding. Bart Starr was coaching the Packers in the early 80s. So, don't know. All right, that's the what if question. Do you think Landry could have won in Green Bay? Does Lombardi win in Dallas? What would have been different? All right, player you most want to watch for Texas Tech football this weekend. We hope that when we hit Raiderland Rewind, brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic, Dr. John Skelton here in Lubbock, Texas. Hey, we want you to feel better before you feel bad. They've got a lot of great solutions to healthcare for you. And I ain't going to say non-traditional because they're actually very traditional. I want you to check out their website, check out their Facebook page, Live Life Well Clinic in Lubbock, Texas with Dr. John Skelton. So we're going to live life well. We're going to live life well great Saturday night on the Rewind. What are we going to be talking about? Give me the two players, offense, defense, or otherwise, that you most want to watch. And then the whole Farmageddon, anti-Farmageddon thing fascinates me, but it's the same people that don't want Tech to use guns up. All right? Get in on the chat line. Thanks to United Supermarkets. Fire away your questions or comments. And then you can get mad at me here in a second when I tell you how many wins I think Tech's going to have. Not bad. I busted it by about 2.5. 9-3. All right? If you've got to pin me down on Texas Tech's win total this year, I'm going to go 9-3. That would be over the over-under total in Vegas, which is 8.5, which I think is a pretty fair win total, given where this program has been, given the history, given everything within a very competitive, even Big 12. That there are losses out there for good teams, average teams, everywhere in between. The biggest challenge I have right now getting to 10 wins is the schedule. Can Texas Tech win 10 games this year? 100%. Could they win 11 games? Yeah, they could win 11 games. Could they win 12? All right. Who's drinking hard? Right? Was that Bombay? That Sapphire? What are we doing? But I go with 9 because I look at the schedule and I still say it's the Ats. It's the Ats. It's the on-the-road problem that I think a lot of teams in this league have. Texas Tech's no different. But Texas Tech, you got to prove to me that you can go to places like Arizona State, like Utah, like Kansas State. All right, there's 3 right there. Okay? There's 3 games on the road right there. Your first road game of the year after playing nobody in non-conference at Utah. Kansas State, who knows where they're going to be. And then Arizona State, NFL quality quarterback. We think they're a pretty good team. All right? There's 3 Ats. If you want to do better than 9-3, you obviously have to go a minimum of 1-2, right? So where do you get that win? Again, I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they won't. I say if you got to pin me down right now today on August 27th at 6:39 Central Standard Time, I tell you it's 9-3. What's fascinating to me, though, is I'm hearing national people, all right? I'm hearing national people talking about how solid Texas Tech is, that they like Texas Tech. They like Arizona State. They like Texas Tech or Baylor. They like Texas Tech to the Big 12 title game. People that have no skin in the game other than just looking at it and going, okay, So for me, I'm having to fight back all of my 40 years, 35 years of cognitive dissonance and say, it's going to be different this year, right? That the talent that's brought in, they're really, and they're not beholden to the past. They're not beholden to history. They don't know. They don't care. The NIL check cleared. That's all they know. That's not fair, but you get the idea. All right, jump in on the comments. Everybody who's been saying, all right, what are you going to do, Hyatt? I'm saying 9-3. So then the question becomes 9-3, good enough to get you into the Big 12 title game? No, it's not. JC jumps in on the United Supermarkets chat line. Easy answer is both fail. Landry without Dandy Don and Lombardi without Bart Starr. Failed a bit in both cases. 9 is solid for a long time. PTSD Red Raider fan. Yeah, I mean 9 is good, but there are going to be a lot of people, JC, that if Texas Tech only wins 9 games, if Tech doesn't go to the Big 12 title game, they're going to be freaking out. Pitchforks, fiery torches, fire Joey McGuire, all this stuff. I'm like, you just don't roll out of bed and win 10 games around here. I don't care how much you believe that this team is that much better. It's still in a league that is just the top 5 or 6 teams are right there. A fumble, a ball bounces the wrong way. You get it, they get it. I know nobody likes to hear that stuff. That's what we're here for. What if Wednesday, Lombardi coaches the Cowboys, Landry coaches the Packers? Who has more success? Do they both equal their success? What would have happened? Players you most want to watch Saturday night in a Texas Tech uniform. Who do you want to watch the most? And then I'm telling you, the same people there at Iowa State and Kansas State that apparently allegedly told the Big 12, we don't want to have Farmageddon out there anymore. It scares people. We don't want to have Farmageddon. They're going to go after guns up, and they have in the past. Oh, and I've got to read the email that Texas Tech sent out today about how to throw tortillas. It's unbelievable to me that in 2025, that if I go back to 1993, 1992, 1991, that now Texas Tech is actually issuing a guidance on how to throw tortillas. Y'all get in on the United Supermarkets chat line. Win totals. Players you most want to watch. All of that. JC, referring to you, not me. I'm on 11. He's on 11 and he's ripped the knob off and torn it off, man. Turn it up to 11 and rip the knob off. I got you, brother. All right, players you most want to see this weekend for Texas Tech. And you hope you only see them really in the first half, at least the ones, and then you start to, filter out some of the ones and the twos and the threes, get in there. And then really in the fourth quarter, you hope Casey Cowan doing the public address is actually unsure who that person is. It's a double number, and I don't know how to say their name. That's what you want to hear in the fourth quarter. Number 29, making the tackle, that's Ed. Ed, number 29. On offense, the player you most want to see on offense, who is it? Defense, who is it? All right, for me on offense, it's real simple. Baron Morton. Give me a half. Throw the ball hard. Laser beams. Show me if they're going to still run the stupid little outside slip screen, bubble screens that I hope disappear. One of the worst plays, I think, in offense today and otherwise. But if they're going to make you throw it, at least let's see if you can throw it to the sideline. Give me some 15, 17 dig outs to the sideline, laser beam. Show me you can be healthy, stand back in a clean pocket, deliver the ball between the hash marks, splitting the safeties. Show me that. I want to see Baron Morton. I want to see the Baron Morton that we saw his freshman year, young, unencumbered, before he was a landowner running a hunting lease down in Coleman County, wherever it was. I want to see Baron Morton. After that, oh, by the way, you guys can get on the United Supermarkets chat line. It's easy to do. Whether you're on Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media, YouTube, or Facebook Live. I just got a thing here from StreamYard, our third-party provider, that Facebook may be having some problems. Not us, them. This is why I tell everybody, subscribe to all three platforms. YouTube channel free, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, at Twitter, at Ryan Hyatt Media. Easy to do. Subscribe to them all. Romello Height fascinates me. I know we got Bailey. I know we've got Lee Hunter. I know we've got all sorts of people on that defensive side of the ball in the front seven, front six, however you want to do it. And I'm kind of torn between Ryan Curry and Romello Height. But I'm really, in this game, if Romello Height is who we think he is, Arkansas Pine Bluff should have nobody that can come close to accounting for him if they account on the other side, strong side, weak side, however you want to play it, with Bailey. You can't do both. I'm fascinated by Romello Height, and I like saying Romello Height. It's almost like a neighborhood. Hey, where'd you grow up? Romello Heights. Oh, yeah, man, that's good school. Yeah, Romello Heights. Good place. Did I say Ryan? Sorry. Guilty as charged. At least somebody's paying attention tonight. At least I didn't say errors. By the way, Curry's got the mustache thing. Collier, you can do this. You can do this. Like, go back and look at his grandfather's mustaches with the 49ers and stuff in WT and compare mustaches. Grandfather, grandson. It's pretty good. Really is. Thank you, David. I still need to get my credentials from you. But anyways, so who do you most want to see play this weekend if you're a Texas Tech fan? Offense, defense, receivers, offensive linemen. We're going to get the binoculars out. We're going to look down there at old Hampton, dang old man, to look at him block. You know? Who do you want to watch? Because, again, if this game is moderately competitive in the second half, that's a bad thing for Texas Tech. And looking at the weather, really, at this point, my goal is to see this game played from start to completion without a lightning delay. We need rain around here. This is such a bad deal for farmers and everybody else who love Texas Tech. That you're looking at the weather forecast Saturday night, which, depending on what you're looking at, is anywhere from like 60 to 80 to 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms. Depending on what you got in the ground right now, you probably need a little water. Some of us might need a lot of water. And you're like, but you don't want this game going on at like 4 a.m. We don't want to see that. None of us do. So already, if you're coming into town, plan accordingly. Bring a poncho. You're liable to get a little wet this weekend. Everything else. All right. The tortilla tossing edict from Texas Tech. Strategic information for fans. From the email that I received from Texas Tech officials today, I will not name them because they didn't write it, and the ones who had to put their name on it sending it, they don't have anything to do with it. That here we are in 2025, and we get emails on how to freaking throw food onto the field. Unbelievable. Love it. Crazy. I've given up. I hate the tortilla thing. I've given up a long time ago. I wish I could do this in a John Facenda voice. From the email received by Texas Tech fans on 27 August 2025. Protect the tradition. Tortilla toss only on the opening kickoff. Texas Tech tells you Red Raider fans are encouraged to protect the long-standing Texas Tech tradition by only throwing tortillas during the opening kickoff this season, following a 15-1 vote by the Big 12 Conference Athletics directors earlier this month, Texas Tech will receive 2 warnings from the officiating crew, followed by a 15-yard penalty for objects thrown on the field. Green dildo. The atmosphere inside Jones AT&T Stadium annually. That's every year for folks in Muleshoe. Ranks among the best in the country, giving the Red Raiders home field advantage each and every Saturday. Protect the tradition and protect the Red Raiders by throwing tortillas straight into the air and never, ever upon the field. I mean, there we are. We've reached that point where we have a high level email going out to fans on how to throw food at the game. Yeah, it's amazing. Meanwhile, the folks that are going after Farmageddon there at Kansas State, Iowa State, I'm telling you, they're coming for guns up. They're going to come for that. Get ready for it. They're going to come for guns up. Just know that as long as Dr. Skubinik is in charge at Texas Tech, it'll never be internal like it seems to be at those places after their traditions. You know? We got to get him on the show. Dennis jumps in on YouTube. If we're up 50-0 Saturday, we'll take the penalties. Well, dude, here's the deal. There's going to be a Big 12 game where you're not up 50-0. And some jackass is going to throw food onto the field. Then what are you going to do, Dennis? I mean, that's the problem. Well, it's going to be like a fan from another team. Well, then if they do it, beat the ever-living shit out of them, and, that'll probably stop. Kansas fan hospitalized in Lubbock after throwing a corn tortilla onto the field. Am I advocating violence? Absolutely not. I'm just saying that draconian reactions usually work well. I'm not telling you to beat the hell out of somebody. I don't even know who they are. Yeah, you can be up 15-0 against Arkansas Pine Bluff. It's not about the non-conference games, Dennis. It's about the conference games that the other athletic directors, some of whom have never been to Lubbock, never been to a game, voted for this. That's what they want. I think it's easy. Throw them straight up into the air. Good luck with that. Players you most want to watch Saturday. Who is it? You tell us. I can tell that we are getting not throttled. StreamYard is our third-party streaming provider that gets us on X, gets us on YouTube, and Facebook. And they said we had a problem with that. Do you want to drop it? I said, no, let's keep it going. Obviously, our Facebook people are not getting to watch tonight Dadgummit, I hate it. But you know what? We're going to post it, and it's going to be on the replay, and they can watch it there. And it's going to be at theraiderland.com. But this is a great, great example of why I tell everybody subscribe to all of our platforms. Twitter, at Ryan Hyatt Media, free. YouTube channel, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, free. And then Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, free. That you never miss a thing. All right, so I went with 9 and 3. You guys got about 2 more minutes to jump here on this. What if Wednesday, Lombardi coaches in Dallas, Landry coaches in Green Bay? Do they have the same success? I would posit to you, and I would say no. Neither one has the same success. The quirkiness, the ability to do what he did in a small town in Wisconsin, Lombardi doesn't get to do that under the scrutiny of Dallas. He really doesn't get to do it. Landry, on the other hand, Landry actually was a big city guy. He kind of wanted that New York Giants job, didn't get it. He was high tech, and he had an owner in Clint Murchison Jr. That really kind of left him alone. Green Bay, no ownership. They have a board of directors and a chairman and whatever else. It's kind of in your business at times, and certainly in the early 60s. Would have been very interesting. I don't think that Landry functions well there. But Landry really functioned well in Dallas, in the Metroplex, in the 60s at that time. And if we go with the idea that Lombardi ends up with Bart Starr, I don't think Tom Landry could have won with Bart Starr. It took Lombardi to make Bart Starr great, and he'll tell you that, or would have told you that. And you needed Landry to have Don Meredith to make up for the button down whatever portion of Landry to make it work in the 60s. I don't think either one would have excelled in the other city, in the other ownership group. Really don't. All right, you guys did pretty good tonight. I feel bad for our Facebook people, but every now and then technology jumps up. Brought to you by Ultra Exteriors. We talk about the power of 5. All it takes is 5 people every night going to our sponsors on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever it is that you find them. Most of them, or all of them, are on Facebook. Extreme Paintless Dent Repair and Collision, United Supermarkets, Ultra Exteriors. You can find them all on Facebook. Hat Creek Interiors, and say, hey, thanks. We're so glad you're a part of Raiderland, making life easy, making life great. You do that, that's awesome. Tomorrow is Overrated, Rated Right, and Underrated Thursday on the website and on the broadcast. Want you to be there for it. Going to be really good. Trust me, going to be really good. All it takes is you to jump in, though. 5 of you every night, and tell our great sponsors thanks. I believe more than 5 are going to do it. I really do. All right, we got to jump out of here. We are going to get this archived on the website. Going to get ready for tomorrow morning's column. Raiderland Hot Links. Don't miss out. I figure if we like it, you guys are going to like it. All right, we'll see you in the morning. TheRaiderland.com.